Hi, welcome back to True for Amazing Podcast. I'm your host, Alicia, and today I want to talk about that consistency won't save your business. It was a hard lesson that I need to learn because, yes, consistency will grow your business. Instead, if you are talking about what you really want and you are talking the same language of your dream client. So let's repeat. Your business will grow, consistency will help your business if you speak the same language of your dream client and you know your vision and you know who you are. This is a hard lesson that I need to learn. I think it was last year and the beginning of this year because I was doing all the coaches that told me to do. I was like, okay, I want to grow my business. So what I do, I bought a lot of membership. I was in a lot of membership because I was looking for the quick fix. So I want to grow on Instagram or on TikTok. So what I do, I buy courses to grow on Instagram or in TikTok. They told me, oh, you need to do that, to do this, to do this. I did that. So what I say, and you have a lot of content that I create about that. If you want to really be honest, specific and about the strategy, you need to write educational content, proof content, solution content, blah blah blah. But the main problem it was that is not that I don't know the strategy because I know that when my clients come with me, they have an increase of sale. They multiply by 5, even by 10 their income. But the main problem was that even if I'm doing that, I didn't have the client that I want. I don't have the client that I want that will stay for the long run and not just for the quick fix. And I didn't understand because I did all the guru told me. Post every day, post multiple by day, post in story, talk about your offer, you know all the jam. And I know that because it'll work for all my clients and for me. You know when you have a client, they have result when they apply your strategy, but when it's for you, you don't have any result. It was one of my problem. It was I don't understand that when my client apply all the tip and the trick that I know, their business grow like so quick. But when it was for me, it was not working. And I went from masterclass to masterclass, courses to courses, to coach to different coach to have the answer why I didn't have 10K, 20K, 5-figure business, 6-figure business per month. And it came from that I know the strategy and it's work for all the niche because when I was with my client and in different masterclass, we are not all business mentor or mindset mentor. We are not just all social media manager. There are some people who have clients and they are fitness coach, but they have result for their client, but they don't have result for them. And they are consistent of gym. They go into the gym every day, but they don't see that they're losing weight or building muscle. There are other people are spiritual coach that I heard and they know how to manifest, so they teach that, but they cannot manifest for them. Maybe they manifest in different areas like love, but it was so hard for them to manifest, go in terms of business. So, and we are like, okay, we need to be consistent, we need to do that, to do this, but when you are consistent and you just post a post because you need to be consistent, how do you think that you will perform? And I remember that I was spending all the day trying to create content for Instagram just to have just 2 likes and people tell me how aspiring I am and don't have any DM. And I don't understand why. I was like, I don't understand. And it was coming on that I was posting just in terms of posting. And I just did a one shift that it helped me to have the community that I want, to have people coming every day on my podcast, on my different content, and to have people buying my offer, even if I have less than 500 followers in all my platforms. And something that people don't tell you, and I feel like it is very hard to hear, because I feel like it's very unpopular opinion that people tell you that you need to post every day, multiple day in order to grow. Is not true. One of my favorite influencer, and this one is insane. She's French, so I don't think that you know her. She is a YouTuber, and she posts on YouTube, I think, once by a while. So, but when she posts, she have a lot of people listen her. She have an insane engagement. They have an insane watch time. Why? Because people love her. Of course, they want to have more video, but each time that she have a video is like an event. It's like the party is here. It's like a big event, and we are all there. And I can tell you, she have a huge engagement, because each time that she doing a IG live, she have almost 500 people each time, and it's insane. And I have this discussion with one of my cousins to tell me she need to do more, it's not good for the algorithm, but she is a proof that posting consistency doesn't mean success. It means that you need to find your own rule. And in order to determine your own rule, you need to know who you are, what you really want, what is your vision, and what your community, your dream community, need from you. And in order to do that, you need to say, okay, I don't care about the algorithm, and she don't care about the algorithm. I can guarantee you, each time that she posts something, she have a ton of people, a ton of likes, a ton of comments. She have a huge engagement, and she posts one on the wall. So she can do like 2 months without posting on YouTube, and she have an insane community. In the same, I see the same thing with different influencers that I see on YouTube, because yes, I love long form video. You can see I talk a lot, so I love long form video, and it's the same thing with my podcast. My French podcast is like, each time I don't see an hour, but my girl knows that if is Saturday, or maybe Sunday, if I don't post on Saturday, they will have something. I don't put an hour, because I know that I don't love to put an hour. And it's the same thing here. I feel like that we forget that in the first place, we build our business for us. Not about the extra validation, not about to have other people say, oh, you are nice. The first thing that I remember when I dropped my 9 to 5 job as a scientist in Canada, it was, I want freedom. I want to build my home rule, but in terms of to be consistency, I don't say that it's not working. I just say that I lost myself just to prove that I need to be consistent, just to prove that I am a good coach. And I forget what is the first place I started my business. It was not just to have a like on my social post. One of my clients come to me and buy my offer. She did not know what I am posting on Instagram. She did not listen my podcast. She come, she like my vibes. She read like one note of the second she buy from me. Because my energy was the same language of her. We have the same vibration, and she say, oh, you are the one, because I recognize from you, from your story. And I feel like we forget that behind the like, behind the followers, there are people who just need to hear your story. And yes, if I come back to the story of this influencer, why is working? Because people fall in love with her, because she talk about her story. And on the stories, they recognize them to her. So she said, oh, I recognize myself in her. So of course I will follow her, because each time she say, oh, she reading my mind. And I forget to say that, because I was thinking, oh, I need to have this framework, I need to have this hook in order to have more like, if I am more like her. And I was losing myself. And I remember it was like last week I was talking about one coach that I have on Substack, and I talked to her. I say, I feel bored with my own content, except when I work on Substack, except if I am on my podcast. And she told me, you need to work about that. And I was so scared, because I was thinking, yes, but I am a business and mindset coach. So if I say on Instagram that I feel bored on my, and she said, yes, but some people are born on their own content. And I realized that I was born on my own content, even if my clients have results. And there are so many people right now, they are posting just to say, oh, I need to post today, I post. But this post will don't perform, not because the algorithm, you don't have a lot of people. It's because in the end that you just post just to the press, or just to say that I am consistent. Just to say, because this coach of six-figure business tells you that you need to post 6 times per day, and you do that. And it's the same thing when you are not confident on the camera. People are just telling you, oh, you just need to practice all the long. No, it's not true. I feel for me, it's like, yes, of course, you need to do every day in order to say, oh, it's normal to speak on the camera. But behind that, you need to see the vision. You need to say, what I did that for myself and not just for your business. It's the same thing when you are losing weight. If you are losing weight for other people, you are never going to lose weight. But when you do it for you, you are losing weight. And it can take 5 years, 1 year, 6 months. You are doing that because you are doing it for you. And we forget that, because people telling you that, oh, in 1 month, if you don't have this bigger business, you are a loser. If you don't have 200 people, you are less than 200 people, your video is bad. Come on, 200 people looking your video, even if just 5 seconds, is insane. Because when you work outside, you don't have 200 people looking about your business. And sometimes we normalize that it's normal to have 200 people looking, is normal even to have 50 people. It's not true. Every day you don't have 50 people looking your content outside, in the reality, not in the social media. It's not true. So when you start to look at this way, to say, for me, it's a lot of people. Even if right now I just have, and just, it's in coma, 200 people, I will do my best to perform. I will do my best to doing that for my dream client and for me. And when you are this way, when you come back to your own story and say, okay, what I really want to say to my dream client, I can guarantee you this post will perform and convert, even if you don't have 100k view on your post, even if you don't have 1,000 people follower, even if you don't have an engaged people, because you want to be visible, 10x visible for your dream clients. And to do that, you need to understand who you are, what is your vision, and what your dream client need to hear from you. Even if something that is not good and you are thinking, oh, it's not performed well, I can guarantee you, from your imperfection, people recognize you. And if you don't know to do that, and you are like, I don't know, thank you, Alicia, but just go to my Substack and download my mini courses. This one is amazing if you are lost in your foundation. If you want more, contact me and we work together. I feel like people always thinking, oh yes, I need to no, you just need to embrace your story because people love story. And I can guarantee you, if you're doing that, this step that I just telling you, you will have amazing results. Why? Because right now you are combining consistency with the vibration of your vision, of your dream client, and who you are. And I talk a lot about this way. I don't talk about the strategy because you know the strategy. And if you want more, just come to me. I will design a strategy for you. But you need to have the mindset to say who I am, what I want. And people forget about that. People are thinking, I need to know what is the secret sauce. I need to know why she's working. You know the secret? She knows who she is, and she own it. She loves what she is doing, even if nobody is liking. We can see, and this one you don't talk about it, but I will talk about it. When you look your favorite mentor or influencer, not all their video will perform. But the difference between them and you, when the video don't perform, they do it again and again, not because they want to say, oh, I'm failing. It was, I want to share this way because I know that my dream client need to hear this. So not all the time their video will perform, but the difference is that they put in this video because it's important for them, it's important for their dream follower, customer, whatever you can replace. And it's the same thing as a fitness coach. Some fitness coach will tell you that I don't like to work my leg, but I will do just one leg per week because I know that I need to work my leg. And they focus on the upper body. And the other people will say, I don't like to work on my upper body, but they do it what? Not because they love to do it, they do it because they know that their body, they do it, they need it, so they do it. And I feel like we need to think that we need to stop to look at, oh, I need to perform. And I know that I say the same advice to my clients who I know I need to apply. I want to have a community who care about me. I want to have a client who are here and stay for the long run, and they are like, oh my God, Alicia, I will follow you no matter what. I want to have this dream plan because I want my clients, of course, love my offer, but love me. Because it's not fun just to sell the offer. Otherwise, I will be a star. Or the don't need me, just need to have ChatGPT or AI. I am not an AI. If they want to work with me, it's because of my background. It's not because I have a perfect English. I feel like, it's because I'm Alicia, I'm French, I have this different way to think. I can help you to have your dream client and to embrace your story and to use your emotional story to make your money. And this one is my jam. It's not about to be sound like a robot, because otherwise you just need to hire ChatGPT or Claude or other AI that you are in the market. If you come to me and you follow me until the end right now, it's because you recognize yourself in my story. Even if it's not in perfect English. Even if I do some grammar, I'm sure, mistake. But it's more authentic because I share what I want to say. And I feel like right now, if you are not doing that, even you are posting every day, even you are doing all the guru tell you, if you don't have the result that you want, it's because you are losing yourself. And you are so stressed to say, how I can get my next client. You are in scarcity mode. And when you are in scarcity mode, I can guarantee you, you are not working in your creativity. You are so blocked and spend all the day on Canva, on social media to find the better hook, to find that you are doing masterclass and masterclass and you are lost in all this strategy. You are like, I don't understand, I am lost. And why now I am bored with my own content? Because you are not falling in love in you. And you will not grow your business doing the same thing. What is mean is stay all the day on the laptop, try to figure out what is the secret of your favorite coach. Is by doing and start to fall in love in you. Because I can guarantee you, even if right now you have a boring life, people want to have your boring life. For example, for me, I want to live outside Paris, outside France, but people want to live in France. People want to work in the scene. So why now, even if I don't have the lifestyle that I want, people want to have my lifestyle, and I am happy with that. And I am so lucky to live in Paris. I am so lucky to have that. So I can share what is my experience to live in Paris. And I do that doing my Substack and sharing my post like right now. I feel like we forgot that it's not because we don't have an aesthetic house, it's not because we don't have N,000 something client or N,000 something in your bank account that you are not value. You are so much value that you don't imagine, because people want to have your life and they struggle to have this. And when you start to connect really deeply who you are and what you want and what your clients want from you and what is their transformation, what is their problem, strategy is become so easy. Making content is some fun, because content is fun and not be hard and spending all the day. No, it's so fun. Oh, I can guarantee you right now, I just come out with this idea right now, and I am so fun recording this podcast. And I feel like people don't understand that podcast is my jam. And even if no one was listening to this podcast, I was so happy. Why? Because 1 year ago, I was so afraid to share my thoughts. And right now, we are almost in 200 people listening to my podcast. But no, for all the time. I'm so happy. And I was thinking, yeah, no one will listen this French girl and everything. And people is listening right now. And I'm so proud of myself. And right now, I will get hired in September with someone who wants to have the same thing, and she's an American. Because she tell me, oh my God, you have amazing results. I'm struggling to get people listening to my podcast. Can you help me? Because I have 2 podcasts, one in French and English. And if I didn't do that, and I was so scared and don't do, and to get consistent on my podcast, it's not that, of course you can see I post every week. But there are some weeks I don't post because I don't have my creativity. And this one is be consistent. For me, is of course you need to go consistent. It's not that you post one day and you don't post for 1 year. Is to combine your creativity and consistency and define what is your own creativity, your own rule, in order to have the business of your dream. Because we don't quit a 9-to-5 job to be a slave from algorithm. We can be a slave for our business because we are high achiever, but not for the algorithm. Not for social media, because we get not paid from social media. We get paid for our dream client. Of course, we can have some residual, but our dream is to get paid with from our dream client, because we know that with us we can transform their life and they can have result and be in the same place with us in the level up space. level up space. So I hope that you love this episode. Me, I love that. So don't forget to be your own true, and see you.